Elections are about choices, and this was a lively discussion. Some interesting issues came up, and we both addressed those issues. I think before you on November 8th, however, is a decision about not just who you will vote for in the 31st district, but how you want the Senate to turn out, so to speak. Right now, the Senate at the state level is in the Democratic majority, and I will submit to you that it is in the best interest of you and other Virginians to ensure that Democrats retain control of the Senate. There were several, and I will give you my reasons very quickly. Some of them came up today. There is certainly an agenda going on in Richmond. The House of Delegates passed some bills that I believe are way out of line, and they don't reflect the values of the constituents in the 31st. Those bills had to do with the closing of those clinics, women's clinics that we talked about. Those bills had to do with 24 anti-immigrant bills. Those bills had to do with a lot of pro-gun bills. One such bill would have allowed guns on college campuses. There are bills that are coming out of the Republican House of Delegates that really have to be stopped. And right now, the Senate seems to be the firewall. And I will suggest to you that if we want to shape a Virginia that really will give us all a bright future, that will be more inclusive, that will take us down the path of better energy management and more renewable energy, and that will also enable us to create jobs, I'm the person you should vote for on November 8th. I was endorsed by the Washington Post, and I'm proud to carry that endorsement. I was endorsed by a number of other organizations. I know my time is up. I will conclude by saying, this is who I am. These are the policy reasons why you should vote for me. My opponent is a Tea Party Republican who is listed on the Virginia Tea Party Alliance website. She is fairly conservative on many, many social issues. So you think about what's important to you, think about what's important to your future and your children, and then cast your vote on November 8th. And please tell all your friends to vote on November 8th. Thank you.
Thank you so much for inviting us here today. I think that we are at a decisive moment in our Commonwealth because we know that the region's largest employer, the federal government, and the contractors that support the federal government will be shedding jobs. Of that we are certain. And I have been speaking with some CEOs of some of the major contractors, and they're already losing contracts. I think that some people who've been involved in politics, career politicians for a long time, can become tone deaf and miss the moment. They can also resort to divisive tactics, like we just saw. I have been endorsed by every major job-creating organization in our region: the Northern Virginia Technology Council, the Fairfax County Chamber of Commerce, the National Federation for Independent Business, the Associated Builders and Contractors, the Chinese American Chamber of Commerce. Most of these organizations endorsed other Democrats in Northern Virginia, but not my opponent. Why is that? Because they know what my record is. They know that I am going to work across party lines because that's what I've always done. They know I'm not a career politician, and they know that I understand the courage and sacrifice that it takes to start and grow a business. So I do ask for your vote because I think I recognize the moment that we're in, and I have the depth of experience working in the private sector, the depth of experience working in the nonprofit sector, helping families, low-income families, women, abused women, homeless women, people who need our help the most. I have been walking the talk and serving this community for over a dozen years. So I have the depth of experience in the private sector and the nonprofit sector. And I worked on the Governor's Economic Development and Jobs Creation Commission in a bipartisan way, working with experts from across the Commonwealth. And I have to tell you something. Don't let anybody tell you how cantankerous things are in Richmond or how people can't work together. 92% of the Governor's Jobs and Opportunity Agenda passed. People do work together in a bipartisan way, and that's the number one thing I have heard knocking on doors. Democrats, Republicans, Independents, they have said to me, I want you all to get along. I want you to solve problems. I'm tired of the bickering. I want you to push for solutions. And that's what I will do for you. And I ask for your vote on November 8th. I have strong bipartisan support from Democrats, Republicans, and Independents. That's what we need in the Virginia State Senate. That's what we need in Northern Virginia.